Not everybody is replying, guys. Please reply to the question so I get to know who my audience is. It will really help me understand and connect with you guys better. If you can, it will be really nice. It's sharp 12 o'clock, and as I promised, we'll begin at 12. So at 12 it is. Wherever you are typing in your messages, make sure you send it to all panelists and attendees so that everybody can see the question you're asking. Recording of the webinar will be available. It will be sent to your email ID. A link will be shared to you. Make sure you check your spam folders in case you feel you have not received it. Okay. Sir, Ichimoku can be used for long-term investing like monthly. I trade long-term inside monthly income trade. If that's your question, the answer is yes. Okay. Guys, just one request. While the session is going on, there are many people who may join in a little bit late afterwards. Please, whenever if somebody asks me question, that's will the recording be available? One of you please be nice enough to just say yes, recording will be available and it will be shared via email. Can I request one of you to do that, please? Yes, guys. Anyone? Right? Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for the quick replies, guys. Really appreciate it. Okay. At LearnApp, what are we trying to do? At LearnApp, through these courses, along with me imparting the knowledge, I am also going to ask you guys to do things on your own because we want you to be a doer. We don't want you to be simply sitting laid back in your chairs and listening to a session like a Gyan session. We want to make it a hands-on workshop where I tell you and teach you things which you can do it on your own as of now, the way along with me when I'm teaching. And so this way, when the webinar is ended or when you're going through the recording, things will make much more sense with you. Along with this, we will also be sharing all the recordings, all the Excel files and everything. Whatever we are discussing in the email, in the session, you will get access to everything. As I said, it will come in your email inbox. Ideally, if it does not come, kindly check your spam folder if this is the first time you receive an email from LearnApp. Okay. This is just a brief introduction about LearnApp. We have about 110,000 active users every month. We have 250 plus courses and classes. This class, the kind of class that you're attending today, happens to be just one very basic first step in our overall journey of learning to trade. Okay. Towards the end of the session, I'll also take you to the website of LearnApp where I'll be telling you more about the sessions. What are the steps to become a technical analyst? Well, realize that one should have his or her own trading system. So what I'll be trying to do is, like my previous workshop also I conducted. I don't know if any of you have, no, the recording does not have any validity. It's accessible to you forever. So I don't know how many of you have attended my earlier sessions, but what I do is we discuss a typical or a usual way of a system, how everybody else uses it, like moving averages. What is the one very most famous and common use of moving average? People usually trade moving average crossovers. So I walk everyone through a moving average crossover and I try to convince them or tell them that there are certain times when these crossovers are going to give you, especially when the market is choppy or sideways, it's during those times when the market is going to give you lots of losses, continuous losses. So how we try to modify that system and make it more profitable. So here also what I'm trying to tell you is I'm going to tell you a system. I'm going to tell you how the system works, how the indicator works. Ideally, if you want to become a successful technical analyst, you should pick up a system and bring in your own little bit of tweak, a change, which enhances your probability of success, right? For this, what do you have to do? You have to study various technical systems. Like one of our friends just wrote that he has learned Bollinger Bands, he has learned Ichimoku, then somebody has also learned Renko. So you must go and learn everything. You should not shy away or be scared or say that I've learned this, so why should I go for this? No, you shouldn't have that approach. You go and learn everything. Once you've gone through everything, you can then decide which is that one system which you are comfortable with. Okay, I'm going to stop or take a pause and ask you guys one thing. Is there any one system which is better than other? I'm talking from very long-term point of view. Let's say we are talking about 1,000 trades. Is any one system, right? So Narayan has replied saying no, and Narayan is absolutely correct, right? Many of you have said no. Eventually, all the systems will have their own pros and cons. They will all work in one market and they'll all fail in one market. Your aim is to keep trading that one system and make money more money when the system is in your favor and it's working well. When it's not, you still have to keep taking the trade because you don't know when the system is again going to start making money. Correct? So study various systems, plot them on the chart and study. Plot each system and try to see things, try to see it like how anybody can, like for divergences, for example, for divergences, people plot trend lines. Try to get that kind of level of confidence where you don't need to plot trend lines and you can still see divergences, right? Train your eyes to see patterns blindly, right? See which ones you're comfortable with. So this is what it eventually boils down to. So I am personally, I've used many systems. I use RSI system for my monthly portfolio investment. I use ADX also along with that. I also use moving averages, super trend. But there are many systems out of the ones that I mentioned, like 2 to 3 system, moving average, super trend. I have completely automated those systems. I don't use them, but Ichimoku is one system which I'm using it manually. And because that is something I'm really comfortable with. You should study many systems and you should eventually come to a point where you know which system you're comfortable with. Once you know a system which you're comfortable with, you should go ahead and do a backtesting. Backtesting can be done two ways. One can be automated through any programming software like Python. You can use Python as a programming language, or you can use AmiBroker or Excel or many other softwares, right? Based on the results, you should start to trade with a small quantity. And if you're getting good results, the way the backtesting showed you, then you should go ahead and deploy more capital. And if you're not getting the capital kind of return you're expecting, then you should go ahead and modify the strategy. Correct? You should always improvise. Exactly. Beautiful. Well said, Narayan. There is no system which is there is no one system which I can tell you and give you, I said, boss, this is it. Use this forever and it's going to give you money. You have to keep changing it. Why do you have to keep changing it? Because markets keep changing. Like COVID, what just happened? Was this something normal? Was anybody prepared for this? No, right? So, but now everybody is going to take this into consideration. Like such a scenario can also happen. What can happen? Market can fall, I don't know how many points, 2,000-3,000 points, and then it can have a V-shape kind of recovery in no time, right? So we have to be ready with it. Sir, I use demand and supply chart pattern methodology where indicators are not used. Ichimoku indicators are added to that. Yes, you can do that. No problem, right? So tell me, I'm going to go ahead and tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Tapan Jani. I've been trading in stock market since last 8 years. I'm from Ahmedabad, Gujarat. Just like many of you, I also started my trading journey with simple indicators, then moved on to some complex indicators. And then eventually I also, in the beginning, when I was trading moving averages, I remember, and I was getting really good money. Initially, I thought I would deploy only 1 lakh capital. I was making really good money that time. And then one fine day I thought, boss, this is best. I'm the best technical analyst out there and I should go ahead and put more money. So I increased my capital from 1 lakh rupees to 3 lakh rupees. And can you guys guess what would have happened next? I'm a new trader who has hardly traded anything, you can say. And I suddenly started making money and then I increased my capital. Any guesses what would have happened? Started to lose money. Disaster. Absolutely correct. So this is what a class like this, a webinar like this, or an access to such information is going to give you. What is it going to tell you? It's going to give you importance of money management. It's going to give you importance of backtesting. This is something I did not have, and I'm glad that I am imparting this knowledge with you guys. So the way I made mistakes, I'm hoping none of you guys will make the same mistake of studying the system properly, of backtesting the system properly, importance of drawdowns, etc., right? These are some things, concepts we will go through when we are discussing about money management and with trading psychology. So are you guys excited about today's session, webinar, Ichimoku from Beginner's Journey? Are you guys excited? Please tell me yes or no. I want to hear excitement in your chat, in your replies. Super excited? Great. I'm equally excited because Ichimoku is something I love to talk about. Even if somebody wakes me up in the middle of the night and asks me to present, I can do it without a haste, right? Yes. Good. Thanks a lot, guys. This is my promise to you guys. At the end of the workshop, it is my promise that you guys will be able to analyze the trend, any chart, identify the support and resistances, key support and resistances, and find trade setups based on Ichimoku, whatever we have discussed. Correct? Right, guys? Through this workshop, you will be able to trade using Ichimoku with high probability, and you will be able to analyze any stock on any time frame. So this is the reason why we are doing this workshop, correct? Just to tell you guys a little bit about the workshop, it's for beginner to intermediate levels, the traders who are either beginner or they have just started trading. The recording of the webinar and the material will be shared with you post the workshop via email. Please check your spam folder. We'll take 2 small breaks during the webinar so I can get some water, coffee, washroom break. And for you guys also the same. Type in your question to all panelists and attendees so everybody has access to the same information. Correct? So do you guys know what mistakes are you making right now? So this is just a little bit brief about trading psychology. You guys know what mistakes are you making right now? You will know what mistakes you guys are making right now only if you have point number 2, which is a trade plan. If you guys are preparing a journal, right? How many of you guys are preparing journal? Just type in yes, no. If you are preparing journal, just write yes. And if you are not preparing, just write no. Okay. So I usually have many no's, and this class is no exception. I have many no's. Guys, if you're not preparing a journal, I'm sorry, the next sentence which is going to come out, you guys probably will not like it, but a trader who does not prepare a journal, who does not write a journal, is no better than a gambler. Trading is your business. If you don't write your journal, how are you going to go back and see what mistakes you made? Why you made those mistakes? A trading journal can be as simple as simply writing serial number, date, instrument, buy, sell, quantity, and it can also involve the time of the entry, time of the exit, the type of setup I took, what kind of mood was I in, how was my sitting posture, how was was there any event that could have changed my mind a little bit that day. The detailed trading journal it is, the better it is, because it is something whenever you go back to your losing trades and when you read something, I lost out of 50 trades, I lost money in 15 trades. Out of those 15 trades, when I saw in 8 of the trades, I have written that day in the morning, I had a small argument with somebody. What is that telling you? Isn't it telling you that we took a trade when we were not in our good or best state of mind? And that is something we should not do. Isn't it telling you that? But you will have access to this information only if you are preparing. So if nothing else that you can take away from this class, please do me a favor and start to prepare a journal. Trading journal is a must for a trader. It's like a businessman or a company or a firm running a business without maintaining their accounts. Trading journal is your accounts. Don't rely on brokers' statement, ledger and all that. Have your own statement. Right, guys? Yeah, somebody has requested, can you give few parameters for the journal to start with? Remind me towards the end of the class. I'll open up Excel and I'll show it to you. Good question. I'll do that, right? These are some of the tools we are going to be using. TradingView is the charting platform which I use. Is there anybody in the class who has not used TradingView? Anybody who has not? If you have not, you just type in no. If you have not used TradingView, just type in no. Okay, so we have few people. I'll quickly walk you through. TradingView is the best thing that has happened to all us technical analysts because it provides quite many features and number of them are free of charge. That's the best part, right? Investing.com is also good. TradingView, I like it better. Then TradeBench, there's one more site which is there to maintain your trading journal. It's very, very, very exhaustive. It's quite detailed, but do check it out. TradeBench.com. Post the class. And then Abhi Broker, I told you about Trade Tiger if you want to use that. Right? So with this, let me get rid of all the drawings, clear all my drawings. And I will stop my annotation to stop. Okay. Moving on. So as I said, the class is divided into 2 parts, right? Can you spell the name? Guys, you're going to have access to the recording, so you can go back and look at the slides and everything, correct? So the class is divided, as I told you guys, into 2 parts, day 1 and day 2. In day 1, we are primarily going to be discussing about Ichimoku. How did it come about? What is the importance of it? How is it different from any other indicator? Components of Ichimoku, recognizing key support and resistance levels in Ichimoku. Okay, benefits of Ichimoku. And in day 2, the main fun part, I know you guys are really keen on learning the system. Everybody wants to learn a system and everybody wants to start trading from day 1. But that part is going to come tomorrow, which is TKKS crossover, modified TK crossover, cloud break conventional, the way everybody else uses it and the way we are going to be using it. Okay, so far I'm assuming nobody has any questions or queries or doubts, and we will move on. We have one question, sir. Which indicators are more relevant, leading or lagging? Ichimoku is leading or lagging? Okay, let me put everything to rest once and for all. All the indicators are lagging. Only one indicator is not lagging, which is price action. If you are able to read simple candlesticks just the way they are formed, you don't need any indicator. Why are there indicators? Indicators are there so that we can see things better, and there is a price we have to pay for it. What is the price we are going to pay for it? We are going to come to know about things a little bit later, right? You can't get both the things. You cannot have both the things. Okay, I hope I have answered your question, Dheeraj. Anybody has any questions or queries or doubts so far with whatever we have discussed? Anything? There shouldn't be any. Correct? And I'm sure you guys are excited to learn Ichimoku. I'm surely excited to tell you about Ichimoku. Okay. So what is an Ichimoku? Ichimoku is, there are many indicators out there. Majority of the indicators are based on closing prices. So for example, I'm going to take this tool. There is this candle which has formed. This was the high. Then this is the, let's say, candlestick. That's way. So this is your typical candlestick. Then there is one candlestick which is, let's say it opened this much or high, it went this much, and this is the all small body. That's it. And then this is the low. Okay. So the second candle, if we are using an indicators which talk only about closing prices, is it really going to incorporate all this volatility which took place in the day? This high, low, this long wicks? Is the closing price based indicator going to take into account all this volatility? Yes or no? The answer is no, right? Because price eventually opened and closed at very close level, very close to each other. It's not, these are highs and these are lows. So it didn't really take into account these highs and lows. So that's why we are using Ichimoku, because Ichimoku is an indicator which takes into account highs and lows of the day also. So if a price is given a huge up move and a price is given a huge down move, but it has eventually closed at the same level, then moving average or any other indicators which are based on closing prices will not take this part into account. But our Ichimoku will take this into account. That's why it's a highs and lows based indicator. Second point, one glance indicator. What do I mean by one glance indicator? Ichimoku is one system where you just look at it for 5 seconds and then you're going to be able to tell a lot about the instrument without going to any other time frame. You can simply look at the indicator and you can tell whether the instrument is trending or it's consolidating, whether it is bullish trending or whether it's bearish trending or whether it is consolidating. And last but not the least, it's a trend indicator. So whenever we have a strong trend, this indicator is going to be really handy and it's going to really help us find a trend. What kind of market are we in? Are we in a trending kind of market right now? Yes or no? Are we in a trending type of market? Sideways, okay. If you're talking about extreme short term, sideways, but overall we are in a trending market, correct? So this instrument is going to really help us right now. Don't worry about highs and lows. I'll discuss that part, Dheeraj. Don't worry. I just ask you a question about a basic candlestick. Don't worry, I'll clear everything. Moving average versus Ichimoku line. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a new share and I'm also going to do, okay, never mind. Just 1 second, guys. I'm going to switch over to trading view and please confirm if you guys can see my trading view. Are you guys able to see it? Right? So this is a blank naked chart of candlestick. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to insert moving averages. Let's say exponential moving average exponential, and let's plot it for 26 period. Okay, for those guys who are new to using TradingView, this is a website called tradingview.com, wherein you type in whichever indicator, whichever instrument you're looking for. So I've typed in Nifty and simply Nifty's chart comes up. Then whenever I want to add another indicator or more indicator, I simply just go here and I added indicator. So I go here and I added EMA and I added moving average exponential. Somebody is asking me why 46. First of all, it's not 46, it's 26, and I'm only simply trying to give you an example. No logic. It could have been 25 also, it could have been 24 also. Okay. So do you guys see the line of Nifty EMA 26? Now, can you guys tell me if you ever see a line which is a flat like this? Do you ever see a line flat like this moving average line? Do you ever see that? Do you ever see a moving average line a flat? You don't. It's hardly ever, right? So it becomes a little bit difficult for us to really recognize a key support or resistance. For example, whenever price is coming here around this level, this line is always moving. So it's a little bit difficult for us to really know whether this is going to act as a support or resistance or not. So this is one of the major difference between Ichimoku lines and moving averages. In Ichimoku, you are going to get many of the times your lines as flat. Okay. Bonus question for everyone. Why is that the case? Why? Just try to use your logic. It's not something I've covered right now, but moving average lines are never flat, but Ichimoku lines are flat many times. Why? Any guesses, guys, based on a bit of what I've covered? Its range is considered. You're absolutely correct, Balaji. Absolutely correct. Because we are talking about highs and lows. We are not talking about closing prices. Closing prices will never be the same. There'll always be small little difference. Even if it's like 15,683 to 15,685 closing, then also it's going to be a difference, right? So this is one of the benefits of using Ichimoku line. What is that? Ichimoku lines are going to be flat. They are going to be easy for us to see the real key support and resistance, correct? I think I missed the slide, so I'm going to go back. Okay. First task is to find flat line. So I want everybody to open the trading view. Everyone, please open trading view and plot Ichimoku chart. Okay. Everyone open tradingview.com. Everyone open Nifty and then go to indicator like this right here and type in Ichimoku cloud built in. This one, third one right here. Plot this. Okay. Everyone do this with me, please. Are there people who are doing this with me? Everyone? Perfect. Now I want everyone to go to the settings. Make small changes. First line, conversion line. Change its color to red and make it a little bit thicker. See, like the way I'm doing it from bottom, because it just makes our life a little bit easier. We can see it better. The second line, the base line, make it green. Again, make it a little bit thicker. Lagging span, make it purple. And rest you can keep it the way you want. Or make it just a little bit thicker. I'm just going to make this line thicker. Make all the lines thicker. And actually, you know what? Sorry about this, but make the lead one line also black. Correct? So now we are in business. Okay. So would you guys agree that you see number of places where the lines are flat? Let me tell you what I'm talking about. I'm going to pick up my little drawing tool. Do you guys agree that the line here is this entire portion is flat right here? This entire portion is here flat right now. This green line right here is flat right here. This green line right here is the entire portion is flat. Right here is flat. Here the red and green both are flat. Do you guys see what I'm talking about? I want everybody to open this Nifty chart and try to find flat lines. Can you guys do that with me, please? Everyone, can you guys do that with me, please? Sir, Ichimoku cloud indicator, which many, I told you, right? Dheeraj, I showed it to you. Go to here, you type in Ichimoku, you look for the one which is built in. Built in, right here, built in, Ichimoku cloud. Okay. So I hope everybody's been able to find the flat lines. Okay. So however we're going to use these flat lines, I'll come to that part. But I'm simply trying to tell you that these flat lines are going to play a key role in our strategy in learning and using Ichimoku. Okay. Any questions or queries with flat lines and how these Ichimoku flat lines are more important compared to moving averages? Everybody is okay with me? Any questions or queries, guys? Correct? Moving on. Right? No questions? Okay. So we've plotted the few flat lines, and I'll also give you some examples. Along with this, similarly, the way we found flat lines, we are also going to try to find lines which are pointing. So we first found lines which are straight, and now we're going to try to find lines which are pointing. Again, coming back to trading view, anybody can give me name of one instrument. If you guys can tell me, fine. Otherwise, I'll use one. Actually, you know what? I'll give you the example which I traded myself, Somani Ceramics. Okay. So here, do you guys see all the lines are pointing up? Do you agree? Red line is pointing up. Green line is pointing up. This line is pointing up. This line is pointing up. Do you guys see this? So this is another beauty of using Ichimoku. Whenever you see line flat, they're telling you something. Whenever you see them pointed up like this, they're telling you something. What is it that they're telling us? I'll come to that part. But it is important for us to know this. Okay. Similarly, let me open one more chart, and I'm going to try to show you something similar. Not happening. Okay, one second. Any stock which fallen down a lot? Can you guys think of any stock which fell on Friday? Anything? Fell, gone down. SIS, okay, hopefully it did. SIS. Not really fallen down, but let me open daily chart. Is it fallen down? Not fallen down. Zeal. I hope this is correct. Zeal. Okay, these have not really fallen down, but what I'm trying to say is that the way we saw pointing up, we will also be able to also see pointing down, like the way this chart was. I know this is past, but the way this was pointed down, the way this was pointing down, right? The way this line was pointing down. Same way we can use it pointed up, point down, or going flat. Okay. So we have completed two exercises by knowing whether the direction is pointing up or pointing down. Now we'll come to the construction of a history of Ichimoku. So by those two slides, I'm simply trying to tell you that unlike any other indicators, by simply looking at the slope or the way the lines are there, we can tell what is happening. How to use that information, I'll come to that. Little bit of history of Ichimoku. It was invented by an economical journalist named Mr. Gochiya Hosoda. He wanted to find an indicator which not only tells you what is the current trend, but it also tells you the trend which was there in the past, and also a potential future trend. Okay, so this is why the Ichimoku has three things built in: current, past, and future. Right? Believe it or not, Ichimoku also has Elliott wave. This is also one kind of system wherein you count the number of waves. It has Gann. Everybody's aware of Gann, I hope. And third is Fibonacci. So it has all these various systems which are built in. So this is the beauty of Ichimoku, correct? Unfortunately or fortunately, whatever you want to call it, there is a lot of mystery around Ichimoku. If you are going to go ahead and type in Google, whenever at the end of the class, just type in Google and see Ichimoku mystery books. So there are these various theories and various things that come up, like nobody knows the secret and all that. Don't fall for any of that. Whatever we're going to be discussing is more than enough for you to start trading. Correct? Some characteristics of Ichimoku, like I told you guys, it's a range indicator. But along with being a range indicator, it also incorporates closing prices. Okay, so we are not completely ignoring the closing price. We are including higher highs and lows, highs and lows, and closing prices both. And we have past, current, and future support and resistances. It's a one glance point of view, one single indicator for communicating state of trend, possible support and resistances, and it's also going to tell us about possible chances of reversals. Remember guys, I've written chances of reversals. I'm not telling you that short, this is what's going to happen. But these are some benefits of using Ichimoku. Components of Ichimoku. Now this is where the real fun parts begin. I'm again going to switch over to my trading view, and if you can see it, please kindly just say yes. So I know that everybody is able to see it. Can you guys see my trading view? Yes, guys? Perfect. Now, I'm going to tell you a little bit, sir, lines considered to the latest means that the recent line. Dheeraj, don't worry. I'm going to start everything from blank. Okay, don't worry about anything. Okay, so guys, what I've done is I've got rid of all the lines. I only kept one line, which is our red line, which is called a Tinkinson line, which is also called conversion line. This is the smallest line of Ichimoku. Okay, guys, I really want everyone to place close attention to what I'm going to tell you. Try not to ask me to repeat it. It's not because I don't want to repeat, but I want everybody to really pay attention from now on. Okay. Focus, 100% focus. Okay. So this is, as I said, a first line, conversion line, also known as Tinkinson. It's nothing but a line that plots average of highs and lows for last 9 candles. Okay. I'm going to repeat again. So this line is nothing but it's an average of highs and lows. How many candles? 9 candles. Which period candle? Daily, because we're on daily chart. So if last 9 periods highs and lows are to be calculated, and if we have a latest candle which has made a new low amongst last 9 candles, this line will be pointing down. Is this candle pointing down? Is this line pointing down right here? Does everybody see that this line is pointing down right now? Right? So what is that telling you? It's simply telling you that we have made a new low in last 9 candles. So on a very, very extremely short term, so 9 days is nothing. But if you want to just say for the sake of saying, for a very short term, we have moved into a slightly bearish category. Why? Because our Tinkinson line is pointing down. Is this part clear to everyone? Red line, 9 period highs and lows. Correct? Whichever direction it is pointing in, it's going to tell us about it. And this line, you will not see a flat a lot. Why? Because it's the shortest. So in 9 period, usually there is going to be a new high or new low which is going to be formed. If price is consolidating, then it's going to be flat. For example, look at this small period right here. This small period right here. It was flat. This line was flat. Why? Because price was moving in this range. The moment this candle formed, this candle right here, this candle, the moment this candle, this little doji kind of candle, the moment this candle was formed, you see this Tinkinson line went up. Correct? No. There are, Narayan, you no need to change. We have many lines. I've just spoke about only one line. Don't worry. Right? Guys, keep your questions to only what I'm asking right now. For other queries, once all I explain all the components, you can ask me. Okay, so I don't lose the train of thoughts. Okay, so with Tinkinson, everybody's clear. 9 period highs and lows, guys. Okay, same way I'm going to plot one more line, which I considered it the most important, or at least second most important, which is same calculation just like Tinkinson, except for this takes into account 26 period. So because we are on a daily chart, this is using 26. So 26 days highs or lows. So does everybody see that from this point onwards, from this point onwards, the line is flat? Everybody agrees with me? From where I've drawn the vertical line, this entire portion is flat. Why is it flat? Because this was the highest candle. I'm going to get rid of the vertical line. This candle, the moment this candle formed, we did not have a new high. And price is moving in the range of its 26 days candles. That's why this line is flat. We are going to find Kijinson, also known as baseline, KJ or KS, this green line. We are going to find this line as much more flatter compared to Tinkinson. And as I said, this is the most or second most important line in entire Ichimoku. And usually you will see price takes good, decent support at Kijinson. If I were to go back and look at it, I know it's not, I'm not saying every time it will, but usually it does a pretty fair job of containing the price. Look at this right here. It touched it, it bounced off. Here it did not support it. Here it touched and bounced off. Here it gave a very small touch. Here again, Look at this. It touched and went down here. So lots of price action is being played around the Kijun-sen. Look at this part right here. It gave a touch and it went up. Correct? So pay attention to Kijun-sen as second most important line. Correct? So we have questions at 26 candle, right? High low. You are absolutely correct. Okay. So is everybody clear with Tenkan-sen and Kijun-sen? Any questions or queries or doubts? Okay, so tell me, if I were to open a chart where I remove the price and I only keep Tenkan-sen and Kijun-sen, by looking at those lines, can you tell me what is going on? Okay, somebody said no. Ideally, you should be able to tell me what's going on. If red line is, okay, so this is the question for only Son Kumar. If red line is pointing up, but the green line is flat, what does that mean? The latest red line is pointing up, but the green line is flat. What does it mean? It means a recent short term is up. Yeah, I mean, in more right way of saying is that latest candle has made a new high amongst last 9 candles. That's the right way of saying it, correct? Okay, now it's going to get a little bit complicated. So I want everyone to really pay attention. So we saw how is red line and green line calculated. Now, if I were to take a value of red line and green line and add them up and divide by 2. Okay, everybody got it what I'm saying? I take a value of red line, I take a value of green line, I add them up and I divide by 2. So basically it's average of red line and green line, correct? So what I get is called SKA or Senekau span A. Okay. Has everybody understood this logic before I plot it? I want everybody to tell me if they've understood this. Guys, please pay attention. Give me your 100% and please be focused so there is no confusion. Or you want me to repeat once again? Guys, please reply. Okay. So I take value of Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen, I add them up and then I divide by 2. And whatever is the value, it's going to be somewhere in between here because this is the center point between red and green line. I plotted 26 days in future. Okay. So let's say, for example, it's here. So I plot this little line here. So this is what is called Senekau span A. I'm just going to go ahead and turn it on so everybody can see it. You see it right here. I plotted. Yeah. So this point right here is exactly midpoint between Tenkan-sen and Kijun-sen, and I plotted into future, 26 days in future. And what am I saying that? What am I saying here? I'm saying here that whatever is the average of Tenkan-sen and Kijun-sen today, that level is going to play a key support in future. Correct? And that's how the Senekau span A is plotted. Okay, guys? I want everybody to please give me confirmation because this is a little bit tricky part. And if you're not clear, good. Okay, so I'm assuming everybody's understood. And similarly, I'm going to plot Senekau span B, which is nothing but the way Tenkan-sen was highs, average of highs and lows for last 9 period, the way Kijun-sen was highs and lows for last 26 period, Senekau span B, this little red line right here is nothing but highs and lows for 52 period. And just like Senekau span A, that is also plotted in future. And the gap between the two is nothing but cloud. And this is how a cloud is constructed. Which part do you want me to repeat, Anish? Which part do you want me to repeat? Okay, I'll just repeat everything for everybody's understanding. So first of all, we talked about Tenkan-sen. It's nothing but average of highs and lows for last 9 period, which is your red line. Then we talked about Kijun-sen, which is average of highs and lows for last 26 period, which is your Kijun-sen. SKA is nothing but average of Tenkan-sen and Kijun-sen. The only difference is it's plotted into future. How far? 26 days. Same way, SKB is nothing but highs and lows for last 52 period, which is plotted into future of 26 period. This 52 period plotted in future 26 period. SK is 26-day period for daily time frame, for lower time frame. How do we calculate? Dheeraj, first of all, you don't need to calculate anything. It's going to calculate everything on its own. I took daily chart. I explained everything with daily charts point of view. If you change this to 60 minute, then everything changes to 60 minute, like 60 minute candles, etc., etc. If it's going to be hourly chart, it's going to be before 26 hours. 26 candles, hourly candles. I hope I've answered your question, Dheeraj. Yes, everything will be there. Let's not get into support, resistances and everything right now. Simply try to understand everything. I've not told you how to use it. I've simply told you how it's each line and everything calculated. That's all. And I'm assuming there is no questions or queries or doubts with this. Is there? If there is, please stop me right here. Everyone, please reply. We have 36 people. I want at least 30 replies. So I want to make sure everybody has understood this. Thanks, Dheeraj. Thanks for confirming. Everyone, please confirm. What does plotting 26 days in the future means? Okay. So in Ichimoku, 26 days is a very key number. Now, why is that? There are multiple theories. One of the theories that in earlier Japanese market, there were what do you call, one holiday per week. So that leaves us with 26 days a month. So that's why they used 26 days. Okay. And many of you will ask me or let me know that can we change the settings of these Ichimoku from 26 to 25, 24, all that. Guys, my sincere request, don't change any of the settings. Keep them the way they are. They've been made or invented for a reason. Let's not try to fiddle with it or modify that. Okay. Seneka's pen B is nothing but highs and lows of last 52 period. So now a quiz question for everybody. Out of all these lines, which line is toughest to move? Absolutely correct. Jagmohan, you are absolutely correct. Dheeraj, you are correct. Everybody is correct. It's Seneka's pen B, which is 52 period. And somebody has asked me saying that it's difficult to understand the Japanese name. So kya karenge? Ab bolo sir, kya karenge if it's difficult to understand? Yes. So Tenkan-sen is red light. There is no other way. There is no other option, right? There is conversion line. This conversion line, this is baseline. Conversion base. Okay. There is nothing I can do about it. Right? So whenever I open a chart and whenever I see I have 4 charts. Okay. In one chart, Tenkan-sen is moving up. In second chart, and rest of the lines are flat. In second chart, Tenkan-sen and Kijun-sen are moving up and rest 2 are same. In third chart, Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen and SKA is moving, rest are flat. And in fourth chart, all the lines are pointing up. Out of all these 4, which is the instrument which is trending the most? 1, 2, 3, 4. Correct? So that's what I'm trying to tell you by one glance. We should be able to take a look at a chart, and by looking at first line, you should always look at is SKB. This line right here, Seneka's pen B, right? By looking at that line, you should be able to tell what is the price doing. Okay. So what is the Nifty's price doing right now? What is Nifty's SKB doing right now? Where my cursor is there, it's flat. What is it telling you? That even though, if you notice, even though we have made this high, look at this from a bird's eye point of view. Wouldn't you agree that this overall, this cluster right here, we are consolidating a bit? There is no real trend per se which is happening. Do you guys agree? Okay, so that part is clear. Second, Seneka's pen A. What is that telling you? What is that doing? Now I'm going to change the color. Color actually I mismatched it. I'm going to change it. Thanks for reminding me. I'm going to change this to actually Seneka's pen color should be black. That's all. That's the only color changing that needs to be done. I'm going to change this to red. Don't get boggled down into colors. Try to understand the logic. Okay. Downward. So, and why is this downwards? Because Tinkinson is moving down. And why this is moved down? Because of this huge move which took place in Nifty on Friday. It went down, it spiked down, and then it bounced up. So this is what I was exactly telling you about. If we have plotting moving averages, would we be able to see such information? Guys, tell me yes or no. Would we be able to see such information? Not at all. So that's why we use Ichimoku. Okay. One more question. Now this is again another bonus question. What if all the lines are flat? Consolidation? Okay, good. What if I tell you that even I see a flat line happening for entire, like for 15, 20 candles? Can you guys, don't answer this question. I'm just simply asking you. Can you guys picturize in your head what kind of candles would have been formed? If all the 4 lines have been flat for, let's say, over 30 periods, can you imagine, can you try to think in your head what kind of price action would be there? Not doji, but they will be moving in really small, narrow range. Exactly. Right? So consolidation is absolutely correct. But just to give you guys an example, everyone's favorite joke, unfortunately, ITC, everybody's making fun of it, right? Maybe perhaps open weekly chart. It's just recently given us a breakout, but look at this entire period right here. This entire picture right here. This entire thing. Price is no doubt moving up and down, but it's consolidating. That's why you don't see these black lines moving a lot much. Sideways, range bound. So this is what I meant when I told you guys in one of our first slides that one glance indicator. By simply looking at a chart, we can tell what is it doing. Like the stock I traded, I told you guys, Somani Ceramics. It was a results-based trade, but I have traded this. I'm still holding position. But look at this. By simply, perfect example. Look at this. Look at this period. For timing, let's just ignore this portion right here. So this is a little what do you call back test kind of tool. Look at this. Do you guys see? Tinkinson is quite flat. Kijun-sen is quite flat. SKA is quite flat. SKB is moving just a little bit. So even if I were to remove Ichimoku from here, oops, 1 second. You can see that we are in a range. This range right here. And what happens when you see a price action like this? जब आपको candles इस तरीके से दिखती है, तब क्या होने की उम्मीद है? What can happen? A breakout in any direction. It can either go up or it can go down. But we should be prepared for a trend formation to occur. Okay? Is everybody with me and has everybody clearly understood everything we have covered so far? Dheeraj, thank you. Everyone please reply. Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks a lot. Very interesting. Great. Clearly. Good. Guys, if you guys give me permission, we'll take a quick 5-7 minutes break. I'll get some water and coffee for myself. Right? And guys, just before we go ahead for the break, there is a quick survey that is posted. If you can learn it, if you can again post it. How is the session been so far? And please rate it on scale of 1 to 10. 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, and rate it in 2 parts, right? For mentor, that is me, and for content both. So write it in 2 numbers, 10, 10, 9, 9. First number is for me, second is for the content, right guys? And I want everyone to reply, please. Wow. Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks a lot. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Thanks a lot, guys. Really, this really motivates me. Thanks a lot. Thanks, Akbar. Thank you. Thank you. So with this, we are going to go on a quick, it's 12:49. So let's meet, let's take 7 minutes break. 7 minutes. Counter timer. I'll see everyone once the 7 minutes are up. Okay. See you guys. It's really apt for our class. Just give me a moment. I'm sure many of you must have received it. And I hope everybody's back from break as well. I'm going to start my video also so you can see me, see my beautiful face. Usually I have a beach background, but today somehow the Zoom is not allowing me to do that, and this image is also not opening up. So let's forget that part and again come to our slides. Before moving forward, let me address a few questions which everybody has. Can you guys see me? Yes? Okay. Please recap different trend of the lines understood, what to be interpreted when full line understood. Okay. Sir, for Ichimoku, can we use line chart and candlestick is necessary? You can use whichever chart you want. It's not going to make a difference, but candlestick is preferable. Line is not going to give you, especially when we are talking about taking an entry. Okay. Can we trade only with Ichimoku? That's what I do. I only use Ichimoku. And guys, remember, somebody earlier also mentioned that they're using this indicator, they're using that indicator. If you're learning and using multiple you're learning multiple indicators, that's fine, but don't try to combine many indicators. By combining more indicators, are we trying to arrive at a conclusion that more indicators we add, the more chances of success are going to be there? Am I right? दिमाग में तो यही सोच रहे हो ना? Is that right? Yash, this is a question for you. It's wrong, right? There are going to be plenty of instances when one indicator is going to say take a trade, another is going to don't take a trade. What are you going to do then? And there are going to be times when both the indicators say take a trade and you're still going to make a money. What about that part? Great, right guys? Keep it simple, exactly, right? So just to briefly cover, we talked about components of Ichimoku, which is Shinkansen, which is average of highs and lows for last 9 bars, which is denoted by red candle. Let me do this. Yeah. So I'm gonna cover this with 9 bars. This thing right here. Then I'm gonna change this color to green. So we're gonna talk about Kijun-sen, which is also known as baseline. We are gonna talk about it with the blue-green line right here. These two colors are most important, red and green. Okay? Seneca span A is nothing but average of Kijun-sen, Shinkansen divided by 2, and which is plotted 26 days in future. Seneca span B is average of highs and lows for last 52 bars, highest bar range, second most important indicator after KJ, which is plotted also into the future. And now we're going to talk about Chikou span. Okay. Yes, I'm going to talk about Chikou span now. Don't worry. Sangram. Okay. Coming back to my trading view. Okay, so let me get rid of my drawing. I'm back on trading view. Everybody can see me, guys? Okay, okay. So what is Chikou span? Let me get rid of this little tool, bar replay. Yes, correct. Okay. So what is Chikou span? Chikou span is this little purple line right here. Let me make that line also thicker so everybody can see it properly right here. I know I said that Kijun-sen is second most important, SKB is most important. Chikou span is also equally important. If I had a choice, I would name my kids Shinkansen, Kijun-sen, Chikou span. That's how important these 3 components of the lines are. So what is this Chikou? Also known as CK, or what is known as purple line. Okay, what is this purple line? The way we plotted these lines in future, this line is plotted into past. Number 1, remember that, first of all. And second, it is just today's closing price plotted 26 days in past. Okay, is everybody clear? Here, this day, the price closed around here. So that's why Chikou was plotted here. The next day, price closed here, and that's why the Chikou is here. That's all there is. So we have completely understood the system of Ichimoku with all its components. Shinkansen, 9 period, smallest. Kijun-sen, 26 period, medium term. SKA, which is average of Tinkerson and Kijkenson, SKB, average of highs and lows for 52 period, plotted 26 days into future, and Chikou span, today's closing price plotted 26 days in past. Sir, CK can come again on chart. I'm not sure if I understand your question again, Dheeraj. Okay, so everybody, I'm gonna open Nifty chart. This is a little bit of extreme chart. Nifty. Okay, Nifty chart. Okay, so now with CK, okay, this is the most important part, guys. With CK, Chikou, you have to remember that in order for instrument to trend in either direction, whichever, up, down, whichever direction, it should not touch price immediately. Okay, guys, this is really important. Sir, CK, can you come tell again? Can you explain CK again? Okay, as I said, Dheeraj and everyone else, please pay attention, right? Otherwise, we may end up repeating same things over and over again. CK is nothing but today's closing price plotted 26 days in past. For example, Dheeraj, this is especially for you. This here, this little doji kind of candle, it exactly rose somewhere around here. And if you look at it, I'm just putting my horizontal line. Can you see this part right here? Pay attention, this. So this closing price was plotted right here. Then next candle closed here. So that's why the next CK was plotted here. Then this closing was plotted here, which was lower. That's why this closing was plotted somewhere around here. And then this closing was plotted here. And that's why this CK was plotted here. Okay. Okay. He's understood it. I hope everybody's understood it. Good. The thing you have to remember with CK is that in order for instrument to trend, CK should be free. Free from two things, from cloud and from price. What do I mean by free? Look at this part right here. This entire portion of CK. Okay, even though it is here, it is represented by these candles right here, these candles, this up move right here, this up move right here is represented by this candle, I think, yeah, right here, this candle right here, this right here. Okay, so whenever this up move started, okay, whenever this up move started, the CK also came up. Okay, now tell me, how many directions can price move into? Price can move into three directions, okay, from here. You know what, let me use this little back texting tool, that's best. Okay, and, okay. Let me get rid of the drawing. Okay, everybody can see, right? So we are, I've just gone back in the past, okay? So now, tell me, price can move into three directions. Price can either go up, or price can go sideways, or price can go down. The same way, wherever the price will go, Chikou will also go. So, if price goes up, Chikou will go up like this. If price goes sideways, Chikou will go like this. And if price goes down, Chikou will go down like this. Okay. Now tell me, is Chikou going to be free? Will Chikou not touch price or cloud under all three conditions? The answer is no. If price were to go sideways, like if price continues to go sideways, Chikou will also continue to go sideways and it will run into cloud. Right here is the cloud. Okay. If price was to go down, Chikou will go down, run into cloud or run into price, which is also not good. The only way Chikou is going to be free is going to be only if price goes up. Is this much clear to everyone? So cloud as in what we mean by cloud? Cloud means this entire portion is called cloud. This entire portion, the space between these two lines. Dheeraj, you asked the question. Who asked the question? Dheeraj, I hope it's clear. Everyone clear? This is very important, guys. Please don't underestimate this part. I have not discussed any rules. Don't talk about rules right now, Narayan. Okay? Yeah. That's called cloud. Okay. So now I'm going to press the little play button if I can find one right here. Okay. So I'm going to move forward. Okay. What happened? Price went up. Chikou went up. Now again, there are three instances. Okay. Price can again go up. Price can go sideways or price can go down. Are we still completely free? Is Chicago completely free? It is little bit better from the previous candle, but still there is not going to be a complete freedom. It will be a complete freedom only if Chicago goes up, if price goes up. If it goes sideways, we will have still some room. It was better than here. We will have some room. And if it goes down, we still have some room. So let's wait and watch. Okay. So I'm going to press play button again. Let few more candles go. Okay. I'm going to stop now. Everybody understands and agrees with me and see that now Chicago is in much better position, because even if price takes any of the three conditions, even if price goes up, Chicago will not run into price or cloud. Even if Chicago goes sideways, we will not run into price or cloud. Even if Chicago goes down, price will not run into price or cloud. Everybody agree? Sir, if it comes in the cloud, it won't be trending anymore. Good question you asked, Dheeraj. If Chicago ever comes into cloud, guys, remember this. If Chicago either touches the price or touches the cloud, it means whatever trend was prevailing before, either that trend will stop and reverse, or that trend will be paused. Basically, for us, trend traders, it's not a good situation if a Chicago is touching price or cloud. Okay? Everyone clear with Chicago? So whenever you are taking a trade, so think of Chicago as a beauty. What kind of beauty it is? You can almost try to predict. You can try to see. You can foresee that if I was at this stage, okay? Let me again go back. Okay, I'm just going to stop this right here. Yes, and I'm gonna do little forwarding again here. Okay. So wherever we are here, let's say this is the situation we are here. So in order for us to trend, the first thing that has to happen is price has to move up, right? Number one. Number two, Chicago also has to be free. So try to think. अपने दिमाग पे जोर देके सोचो कि प्राइस को कितना ऊपर जाना पड़ेगा, कितना बढ़ना पड़ेगा, जिससे Chicago completely free हो जाएगा. How much will price have to move up so that Chicago will be completely free? So is it fair to say somewhere around here maybe? So look at this level. So we'll mark that level 15,400. So even when we are at a level of, let's say 14,700 level, just rough figure I'm saying, just around this level, we can safely say that for us to know, to be sure that market is completely trending and it's not going to fall, at least it doesn't look that way, Chicago has to be free, and we should try to forecast that Chicago will be free only if price reaches a certain level. Is this part clear? I already answered that question, Dheeraj. If it goes below cloud, we turn into bearish. Okay? I'm talking about bullish example. Don't confuse yourself right now. Is everybody clear? So let me just pull up few examples. Okay? Let's talk about a Reliance chart. I don't know. I'm just randomly picking this up. Okay. Look at this. Beautiful. When we were okay, when we are here, okay, guys, one more rule that I would like to tell everyone. I think I missed that in the slide, but I'll just say it right now. I think everybody knows, in order for us to be bullish, everything has to be above. So what do I mean by that? Price has to be above cloud, Tinker's has to be above cloud, Kijunsen has to be above cloud, CK has to be above cloud, and price and everything. I'll come to the trading template, but I'm just simply trying to give you an example. So what kind of trade we are in? What kind of trend we are in? Are we in bullish, bearish, or sideways? What are we in? Tell me. Bearish to sideways, absolutely correct. Why did we write bearish? Because price is exactly below cloud and everything. And if you can see, we are on verge of breaking it. That's why we are saying bearish to sideways. And as you can see, all the lines, look at this, SKB is also flat, Kijunsen is also flat, CK is also almost touching the price. Okay? So tell me one thing, in order for Reliance to be bullish, is it safe for me to say that Reliance should be, okay, I'll tell you guys two, I'll give you guys two options. Reliance should be above 2120 or Reliance should be above 2055. Tell me what's the right answer. Bonus question. Dheeraj, you are absolutely correct. Those who have written 2120, you guys are absolutely correct. Why? Because when we will be crossing above this cloud, look at CK. CK will be still below the cloud. We want CK to be with us. CK, in order for, this is what I was telling you, try to predict. For CK to come out of cloud and price, both price has to make this much travel, right? So only if price was to do this, then CK will be able to do this, and that will happen when? Only when we have crossed 2120. I hope everybody is clear with this example, what I'm trying to tell you guys. Correct? Beautiful, beautiful. Let me show you everyone's favorite. Adani, 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 Adani. Right? So here, look at this. This is what one of the slides I written about reversal. Everybody remembers I had written reversal? We will try to predict potential reversal. We will try to know reversal. Remember? One of the slides I had written that. So this is what I'm telling you. What am I telling you is that look at this part right here. What happened here? What happened here? CK touched the price, and believe it or not, this is the place from where the party got over. If a stock is to be bullish, if a stock is to trend, it should not be touching CK. और अब इस चीज का logic सोचो. Forget the chart. You guys just tell me what will happen to price so that CK has touched the price in the past. Tell me that. What must have happened with the price so that CK has touched the price? Bonus question. Come on, guys. Absolutely correct, Jagmohan. Both of you. Sachin, you're also correct. Jagmohan, you're also correct. There was a sideways movement, and then after a sideways movement, if instrument is trending, it should go up, but instead it went down. So this is the place, this place right here, this little red candle, the moment this red candle took support from Tinkinson and this happened, the first time this has happened, look at this entire journey of Adani. When was the last time this thing happened? Can you see and tell me? It happened around here. When did this happen? On 25th August 20th. And after that, CK has never touched a price. So this is the first sign which is telling you that this bullish momentum is getting challenged. Did I say I knew for sure that this is going to go down? No. I am simply saying if I was long in this stock, I would tighten my stop loss. I'm not even saying I should book my profit, but all I'm saying is that I'll keep an eye on it. That boss, something is good likely to happen. Let's open Nifty. Look at this. Pay attention. How is CK looking right now? The Sant 7788 CK. We don't say CK as a flat or anything. We say whether it's free or not. Exactly. Free from cloud and price both. So it's completely free. So chances of Nifty going high or sideways are more compared to it going down. Okay. Now one more question to you guys. Again, bonus question. What has to happen for CK to turn bearish? Tell me that. It has to touch price. Which price? So that time you have to think, okay, CK, there are 2 to 3 things there. This is the beauty of it. So if price was to continue going sideways for next 1 week, like the way it has been going, let's say. So if price continues to move sideways like this for next 4-5 days, CK will also continue to move sideways for 4-5 days. And then eventually it will run into price. So look at this analysis. Listen to what I'm about to tell you. If Nifty has to again go up, it better start moving soon. So we have about, I'm going to pick up this little measurement tool, and I'm not sure. Actually, I need the days tool, date range. So from here to here, 17 days, 11 bars, 17 days, 11 bars actually, yeah. So 10 days. So today is which date? Today is 19, tomorrow is 10 days. Okay. So approximately June end. By June end, if Nifty has not again moved up, if it's still going in sideways range, we may be in for some consolidation or perhaps a trend reversal. Am I clear with everyone? This is the most important aspect of entire Ichimoku system. Even if I don't tell you anything else, this one single note can get you places. So how can you use this information? Like people have asked me, like Maruti chart. Let's say many people have invested money in Maruti chart, right? So Maruti, let me open daily chart, daily or monthly chart, let's say. Imagine this monthly chart right here. Monthly chart started running into price. So far we are discussing only daily. If you are an investor on monthly chart, this is what you observe. What is it telling you? Stop your investment, keep an eye. If you can, maybe perhaps reduce your position. Single line, check out, nothing else. And try to see the logic. What is the logic of CK? CK is plotted 26 days in past. When price is again touching CK today, what does it mean? If you are on monthly chart, we are at the same place where we were 26 months ago. And as an investor, is that a good thing? If we are at the same place where we were 2 years ago, do you want the stock to be at the same place? No, boss, get out. It's not doing anything for you. And similarly, now comes the real golden nugget. Golden nugget. This is a beauty. On a monthly chart, when you see CK doing this, what is CK doing exactly here? Can you tell me? CK has come out of price and it has reached a level, perhaps maybe at this level. At this level, it has reached a level where it's not likely to touch price again. So it's telling you this is the time to get in. Right, guys? Clear? Dheeraj has a question, sir. I have a question. If CK touches point of reversal on Nifty, can we say conviction that a day trend reverse clicks? If CK touches far on Nifty, can we say conviction that trend can reverse? Okay, guys, there are, okay, I have a question. If CK touches point of reversal on Nifty, can we say conviction that trend can reverse? No. We are not talking about trend reversal. I just simply said that if CK touches price, current trend can and may take a pause. It can either resume its original journey. For its original journey to resume again, CK again has to go up and be free. And for trend to reverse, exactly everything opposite has to happen. What has to happen? I'll tell you what. So this is how we're going to try to predict. I don't want to use the predict. We are going to try to see if this is how things pan out. Okay. So let's say number of things. First of all, let's say CK continues to, price continues to move sideways. CK runs into price. Once we are at this stage, now there are again three places where price can go. Price can either go up. Remember, a situation will come where if CK is somewhere around here, then we are really in trouble. Why? Because even if price goes up little bit, it's still going to be below the price. We are still going to be touching the price or we're going to be below the price. So that is still considered bearish. Number one. Number two, even if we go sideways, we are still running into price. That is also bad. And even if we go down, we are still below the price. So if this situation occurs, chances of bearishness are more. And what can happen? Price can still continue to do that until CK either does this and eventually gets out of price like this here. Or if you notice what else is happening is as we are approaching this price right here, we are also getting close to the cloud. So price can slowly start to go down into the cloud. Now comes the interesting part. Can you tell me what does price has to do to bring CK below the crowd? Looking at this current scenario, look at the gap. Price is right here, somewhere around here. but the CK is here. Look at the gap between CK and cloud here and here. So are there chances that Nifty may close below 14,600 or 500 levels? No. So to answer your question, price Nifty as of now looks like it may either go sideways, little bit of bearishness, but we are not probably going to witness a complete trend reversal as of now in Nifty, because it will take price a lot to bring CK below the cloud, which is currently is very far from the cloud. Don't know when was the last time I spoke so many words at a length. I hope everybody is clear. Boss, I tell you, CK is heart of Ichimoku. Don't underestimate. Okay. So with this, few examples. How one glance indicator. So Lux Industries. So these are all trades I'm showing, which look at this. You want always, whenever you're analyzing your portfolio, let me show you one second. Oh yeah, you know what, let's just do this from here. We take a look at, I'm quickly going to go through each one. You guys try to look at this. Look at this. Beautiful. What is this stock? What is this chart telling you? Number of things. Tinkerson is pointing down. Prices between Tinkerson and Kijun. Look at this baby right here. So many fools, many people, the moment this guy right here, cloud break did take place, when price came out of this cloud right here, when it broke SKB right here, many people would have thought, boss, we are in, this is bullish trend. No doubt they would have made money from 189 to 200, whatever, if they are small time traders, whatever. But look at this, CK was never free. If you notice, even right now, see, so CK for is to be noticed, it should not be on close to the price, because the smallest change in the price can also bring CK down. Look at this right here. Even if price goes down to, let's say, 198, only 3 rupees down from this level, CK will be in the cloud, causing this trend to either go in sideways or bearish. Okay. I'm just simply randomly picking up all these charts. What is CK doing? Look at the price made out of the cloud. What is CK doing? So again, to ask you a question, in order for this instrument to become completely bullish, what does price has to do? It has to close above this 2008 level, so that CK from here, it can go here. And also, if CK comes slowly like this also here, then also it's risky. Why? Because from here, there is only one condition. It can only go up, because if it goes sideways, it's again going to run into price. Even if it goes down, it's going to run into price. So ideal place for CK is somewhere around here, which is at level of 2060. Okay. Okay. What is this doing? Okay, tell me, you guys observe and tell me, what is this doing? Is this instrument doing good or bad? Like, look at this right now. Recently, price made a low. It's come very close to our Kijun, but CK is still free. So as of now, there is nothing to worry. But if it continues to go down or sideways, or if it goes below, let's say 304, then this can also become a little bit bearish. Yes, Dheeraj. Cloud is always, this red color is a cloud, this blue color is cloud. That's why we have cloud shaded. Right? Look at this. This is consolidating. Even if I were to look at this, CK is entire time it's either touching price or cloud. Let me do this. Do you see? Even if I get rid of this Ichimoku, you can still see that the price, all it's doing, it's running into this little box right here. And that same information we got from CK. Bank of Baroda. What is this doing? It did have a chance. Look at this. It did have a chance to continue going up from here, but it could not sustain. It eventually came down, making CK also go down into the cloud. Is everybody with me on understanding how I try to analyze this with respect to CK and all the other lines and everything as well? Color of the cloud also means something, but there is something we are not going to cover. See guys, please note that Ichimoku is a system where there are, I can count on my hands, maybe there can be at least 10 to 15 various type of strategies which can be used and which can be traded according to different types of market. But giving the limited scope of the webinar we have for 2 days, we are only going to be concentrating on the two strategies which are based on trend trading, which I'll be covering in detail tomorrow. So let's not try to complicate it by going through everything. Okay. Sir, when can we say CK is completely free from price? You have a very good question, Dasant. Simple way is that look at this right now. CK is here, right? So ideally, when price was here, when CK was here, we can safely say that if price does not go below this 84 level, right? Or you can say, even if you can say below, let's say 82 level, 82. Why 82? Because there is a cloud right here. As long as Bank of Baroda remains above 82, this instrument is bullish. Perhaps I may think of buying Bank of Baroda once it crosses 84, and I'm going to use 82 as my stop loss once it gives closing on EOD basis. I'm not giving you any trade plan. I'm not giving you any trade setup, but I'm simply trying to tell you. Yes, CK should be free from price and cloud both. Always remember there are two levels of CK. That was the next point I was coming to. There are always two levels of CK. One is price, one is cloud. Price is most important. Ideally, CK should never touch price. Okay. And second, if it's above price and above cloud both, it's good. Okay. And not only current position, you should also try to predict and see whether it's likely to touch price or cloud in future or not. Akbar, I hope I have answered your question. Akbar? Right? Great. Anyone, any questions? So CK can be used as a tool for shorting as well. Dheeraj, this is exactly what I'm saying. Don't do this. I never said CK is telling you to go reverse. Okay? You can take reverse position only if CK is below price, below cloud. Don't be greedy. Okay? Let me open one more chart and see if we can find something. I've opened daily chart. Beautiful, beautiful. Look, pick this up. I'm not Nishpi Nishar Ji. Good. I'm not sure what's your name, but good. Thank you for pointing out. This is a beautiful setup. This is exactly what we are looking for. So here, what analysis can we try to think? Price is closed above cloud, CK is up. So here, what will price has to do to bring CK back in again below the cloud? So if it closes below 704, and then we can take a trade as long as the CK continues to go up. Beautiful example. Right? One more ONGC somebody said. Beautiful. Who got this? Dheeraj, good one, very good. Look at this. So, अगर मुझे analysis करना है ONGC का, तो अपना तो एक ही logic रहेगा. ONGC should not go below, let's say 117 or around 117. Basically, I would only look at ONGC towards day end on Monday. क्योंकि क्या होगा दिन में, try to think, this is a daily chart. So दिन में, even if ONGC comes down and finally it closes above, CK is a closing price, so CK will always go up. So look at ONGC at 315 on Monday or every day and see what is it doing. But overall ONGC का situation थोड़ा risky इसीलिए है because price can either go down. If it goes down, it's going to run into price. Price can either go down sideways. 4-5 days में sideways जाएगा तो भी it will run into price. The only strong, if you want to go long, if you are bullish on ONGC, the only way to trade ONGC is you want ONGC to move up, perhaps at least above 125 and stay above 125. That's the only way CK will be continue moving up and not run into any price. 117, how I got? Right here, look at this. Right here, CK is right here, right? 1 second. ट्राई टू थोड़ा एनालिसिस इसी तरीके से करो कि करंट सीके यहाँ पर है तो इसके सबसे नजदीक में प्राइस कहाँ पर है, तो समवेयर अराउंड हियर. ये प्राइस तो थोड़ा ऐसे करके भी जा सकता है, ऐसे करके भी जा सकता है. सो आई एम सिंपली ट्राइंग टू लुक एट द क्लोजेस्ट प्राइस पॉइंट व्हिच हैपेंस टू बी 117. Its CK is touching price here. If it goes to 117 in 1 or 2 days, it will probably touch price right here. And the beauty of using daily charts is that you don't have to do this every day during live market. Just look at this thing on 3:15 or 3 o'clock and see what's happening. Yes, you're right. That's what I said. Don't start trading these. These are only educational ideas we are simply discussing. Don't consider these to be trading tips. Okay. I'll tell you guys one example that we discussed during our last workshop. Lal Path. Happiest mind. I'm also long in that. Well, let me show Lal Path Lab. So when we discussed last time, when we're in the class, we are in the Learn App Help. Are you here? Learn App Help. Are you there? Yes. Do you remember what was the date for our last class, Ichimoku? It wasn't last Sunday. It was 2 weeks back. Yeah, please tell me the date. I think if I recall correctly, one of the participants, just like you guys, somebody asked me what is Lal Path status. So we were somewhere around here. So and the price was somewhere around it. So I told that person clearly, until and unless CK decides to go, so this one candle took the charge. This one candle simply brought CK back into the price action. 5th June, right? Yeah, right here. I think so. Yeah, this must have been Monday or something. 7th June must have been Monday. Yeah. So we are exactly here. And I told that person, until and unless CK is free, we will not be able to take a trade. Correct? And in here also, there are two schools of thought. Whether you are a conservative trader or whether you are an aggressive trader. If you are an aggressive trader, perhaps you can take a trade the moment CK was here, right here, at the close of these two small candles. Why? Because CK is free. But if you're a conservative trader, you still want confirmation that what if price goes down, it may still go back and touch the price. So you don't take a trade. You wait for a confirmation. In this case, aggression wins. They could have taken the trade somewhere around 3043 and they could have still been the trade and made money. But this is just one example I'm giving you. Narayan, 5th June. You're also attended. How do you know it's 5th June? You attended that session, Narayan? Oh, Telegram. Okay, good. Pinned a message. Okay, somebody said something else. So can we check on higher time frame also? Absolutely can check on higher time. Let me look at this weekly. So what happened here exactly is that right here, whenever this price touched, look at this, which area did it touch bounce from? Lal Path Lab on weekly chart, which line did it bounce from? Baseline. Guys, think about it this way. It's a baseline of 26 period. 26 weeks. So try to think of it this way. Price was in this range for 26 weeks range and it took a support from that period and then it bounced off. So perhaps what you can do is, again, I'm not discussing a trade plan, but simply what I'm trying to tell you is the moment you see something like this happening, let's say you know fundamentally that Lal Path Lab is a really strong stock, it cannot go down. So you pick up your, you see that this is what's happening. The moment you see that the Lal Path is falling, and I did it a little bit too far, let me just play it. Okay. The moment this week ended, let's say today is Friday, and you see that it has taken support of Kijun-san on 10th May 21. You go to your daily time frame, and where is the 10th May? 10th May. Here also it's in the, let me draw this. Okay. Yes. You go to your 10th May somewhere around here. So from this part right here, from this moment right here, you are waiting for a bullish or resume of trend again. How are you going to get the resume trend? Are all your indicators with you? Is everything with you? No. Right now, if you notice, price is below Tinkinson, it's below Kijun, and perhaps it may go down below Cloud also. So you wait for one confirmation after other. Which is the smallest or the fastest line of Ichimoku? Can you guys tell me? Which is the fastest or the smallest line of Ichimoku? Tinkinson, which is the red line. So the first thing it has to do is cross the red line, which is the second line. It's a green line. So it has to cross the green line. Then what is the third part which is left out is your SCK, which is taken out on the right here around this candle right here, and that's when you take a trade. Correct? Somebody said happiest minds. So that will be happiest mind. Okay, good. Again, another very good example. Look at this. Now, the beauty of this example is that here, what you notice is that once price comes to this area right here, suppose it consolidates, here, do you see price has more room to go down without touching the price? I hope I'm not confusing everyone. From this time onwards, price can in fact come all the way to 796 and still not touch the price. So this is good. Okay, guys? So perhaps if you want to analyze, try to think, where is price right now? What is the first support it's going to get? What is the first support it's going to get? It's going to get support at Kijun-sen around 834. If price comes to Kijun-sen at 834, what would be the situation of CK? Is it still good? Is it still favorable? Is it still bullish? Come on guys, tell me. Yes? So if price touches this level, we may perhaps plan a pullback trade. If you are confident on its fundamentals, correct? Sonata, are you guys like reading my portfolio? All these, I don't know why, all these stocks I'm trading. Beautiful. So this is how you want the stock to be. Look at this. This one candle. Sara jadoo isne kar diya. And look at this. This is what I was trying to tell you earlier also. Oops, 1 second. Let me get to the drawing. Let me pull my little... Okay. Chalo, again, quiz time. What is happening with respect to all the lines? Don't type in your answers. Don't type in your answers. Just think about it in your mind. Don't answer. Don't write anything. Okay? Don't write anything. What is Tinkin-sen doing? What is Kijun-sen doing? What is SKV doing? And what is CK doing? Don't tell me. Only keep it to your mind. Okay. Tinkin-sen is flat. Kijun-sen is flat. CK is running into price. So there are 2 to 3 things that can happen. Price can either continue to consolidate because price is consolidating. Price can go down or price can go up. I have a bullish bias because I want to go long in Sonata Software. For Sonata Software to go long, CK has to be completely free. For CK to be completely free, there are 2 things can happen. Either CK can, price can straight away go up like this from today itself, chances of which are very less, or price can still consolidate little bit for 2-3 days and then it can start to go up. Chances of which are happening are more. So I'll simply wait and watch for what to see what the price is doing. I'm going to go ahead and press the play button. If you notice, the price in fact went down. It touched it. Look at this. It took support of Tinkin-sen, Kijun-sen both. It's gone little bit tad below it, and came up and boom, exactly what we predicted has happened. So perhaps when every day we, oops, that's gone. Okay, right here. Every day, whenever we are noticing, you should pay attention to price action. Maybe we can keep an alert that if price closes above 606, tell me, why do I write 606? Everyone, tell me, why do I write 606? Why am I keeping alert at 606? Narayan, absolutely correct. So I can put an alert at 606 and pay attention to what the price is doing. And then I can take a trade accordingly. Right? It will break out of CK. CK will break out of price. Okay? Okay, guys. I hope you have enjoyed. I know sometimes when I'm teaching, I get a little bit really engrossed and I go in too much detail non-stop. I hope the session was not too fast. I hope you've been able to gauge everything I've discussed. Don't worry, you will get the recording. You will get access to all the information. And tomorrow, the first thing I'll do is we'll again do everything recap. But I hope my speed and everything is okay. And I hope the content was also good. I hope everybody has learned a thing or two. Tomorrow is going to be, कल मिलना है कि चलेगा? चलेगा ना? Nobody is saying it so far. It's good speed? Good, okay. Yes. So see, guys, somebody has written a beautiful thing. I mean, price action also indicating that above 606 is a breakout. See, why do we use indicator? मैंने शुरुआत में भी बोला था, I always say in these sessions. See, I'll tell you what. Let me get rid of this. Let me hide my Ichimoku and let me put this on. It's 30 minutes. Oops. 4 hours. Yeah. Okay. 1 hour. Yes. Perfect. Good. Okay. So there are people who are price action traders. So they simply, why isn't it allowing me to go? Yeah. So they simply observe price. So this is 1 hour chart. Now they have their various systems. They may plot these highs. They may plot these lows. And they may make a note that the moment Sonata software comes out 608, I'm simply going to go long. And they have various ways of finding out why are they going long. One of the ways is that they saw a spring or a thrust right here, a little bit of shakeout candle right here. Then they saw that the price is consolidating here. There is another consolidation which is happening here. There are a number of ways of taking the same trade. We happen to choose Ichimoku. Okay. There are times when one system, if you plot RSI on top of this, it may give you a signal that two things together are giving you signals, so we'll go long. But don't always do that. This is my personal view. Stick to one system and trade as per that system. Okay. So there is a diversion on multiple time frame on CK. How to take the diversion? Okay. Dheeraj, you have asked one beautiful question. All you do is we are only going to be paying attention to the time frame we are trading in. Okay. There is going to be hardly any time when you're going to get confirmation from all the time frames. And can you tell me, whenever you get a confirmation from all the time frames, what is going to be the problem? Can anybody tell me? If we wait for a confirmation from all the time frames, what is going to be the problem? Guys, it will be too late. Absolutely correct. Akbar, you are absolutely correct, right? Yash, yes, I'm very new to Ichimoku. Remembering lines, names are difficult. Yash, don't worry. Simply pay attention to red line, green line, and purple line. Purple line is Ichimoku. What we is a CK line, what we've been listening to whenever it's the first time you come across it. I also had quite a bit of hard time, but as I said, eventually you get used to it. Don't worry, the recording is there with you. If I were you, I would whenever I receive the recording before tomorrow's class, I would try to listen to the recording at least 2 times before the class starts. Okay, somebody asked a question, which is the best time frame for Ichimoku? Any time frame that you can choose to. Don't go down below 1 hour or 30 minutes. That's what I would say. I see there are various ways of using Ichimoku. I use it for whenever I'm talking about my positional portfolio. I use Ichimoku on daily and weekly time frame. Whenever I'm primarily using it on Nifty, I'm an options writer along with trading also. So for that, I only use 1 hour time frame for Ichimoku. For Nifty. So can you analyze Adani stocks just before ET report and Sucheta? No. See, guys, I'm not trying to say that this is a crystal ball and it's going to tell you. If anybody's telling you that, in fact, they're also making you fool. There's nobody even has a system or anything which is going to tell you anything. In fact, what the example I gave you was much earlier than what it was. So it's not true for me to say that it was before that tweet. Let me open Adani chart again. But I can tell you what actually triggered much before. If you are smart enough, you could have caught it. 1 second. I'm just trying to find that specific tweet that I'm talking about. Just 1 second. Yeah. So I don't remember, but I think it was 2 days before. Let me turn this on. 2 days before the actual news and the tweet came out. Exactly 2 days before NSE made I'm not sure of the exact technical terms, words, but they made some change in the kind of stock that Adani is. From EQ, they made it into BQ 2 days before the tweet came out. And they made it such a way that the maximum circuit limit was reduced from 10% to 5%. And there are a number of rules which were imposed on that type of, they put it in such a category which has many rules which are not there, which were not there earlier and which are not there for many of the other stocks. Okay, Akbar, you have asked one beautiful question. It would be wrong for me to answer this, but simply what I would advise you to do is whatever system you're going to learn tomorrow, you go ahead and you do your own back testing, you come up with an answer. Okay. See, my ROI is going to reflect whatever time period that I have traded in. Okay. Last 1 year has been crazily insane. So it's wrong to incorporate that. No, it does not. In fact, Ichimoku is one indicator which is unfortunately involving lots of subjectivity. Like look at this part right here. How are we going to code that CK should not be touching price, it's touching price. So because of that, it's difficult to backtest it. So whatever strategy we are going to be discussing tomorrow, you should ideally do your own backtesting. Akbar has asked a question, what is your conservative estimate of one's ROI when using daily or weekly, if only using Ichimoku from your experience? Akbar, along with this, what else I'm doing different with my daily and weekly in my portfolio is that I'm using quite a lot of fundamental scanners also to come up with stocks. So my answer would be impartial, wrong. Correct? Akbar, I hope it makes sense. But if you still insist on giving you a number, then my net for so far, whatever I've covered so far, it's been 25%. For investing purpose on monthly trade, can we plot CK on monthly chart? Go to daily or weekly. Yeah, but don't go by those numbers. As I said, last 1 year, last 6 months have been insanely wonderful, touch wood. But as a trader, I know that this is not really the rosy, this is basically a rosy picture. You have to be ready for the downside as well, right? Right, guys? Any questions, queries or doubts? So since CK is free, Adani might go up. Indrajit has asked questions. Since CK is free, yes, you're right. From technical point of view, it does look good. You're absolutely correct. But let me ask you this, Indrajit. Are you going to buy Adani tomorrow? Jagmohan, I'm sorry, I missed your question. Can you just copy and paste it again, please? Sir, you said Ichimoku system also inbuilds Gann theory, Elliott wave and fib numbers. How do we work that here? Okay, I have mentioned that just to tell you importance of Ichimoku, number one. Number two, how the Ganns are included is in these numbers, the 9, 26, 52, etc. Number one. Number two, how it has built Fibonacci numbers. These anytime you see this price taking supported Kijun-sen or SKBs, you go back and apply Fibonacci numbers there and you'll see a magic. Okay, Jagmohan, good question. Okay, guys, any questions or queries or doubts before we wrap up our session? It's 1:50 and for today, we were only planning and going to cover the introduction, basic components and the CK and everything. And tomorrow the fun session will start. What you all are eagerly waiting for and what I'm equally eagerly waiting for. So for intraday, how to apply Ichimoku, simply use it on 30 minutes. कौन सा stock लेंगे? Kiri, चलो. Kiri Industries, 30 minutes. Look at this. Let's say we are somewhere here. Try to think logic. What is the first thing price has to do in order for price to go bullish? It has to cross Kijun-sen. What is the second thing it has to do? It has to cross Kijun-sen. What is the third thing it has to do? It has to cross the cloud. What is the fourth thing it has to do? CK has to be free. All the conditions and everything was met here. But did I say that the system is 100% correct? No. So just like it was, the way it was, everything was beautiful right here. Everything was good. But suddenly a supply came in and CK again decided to touch the cloud again and it's again bounced back. So this level right here, price made came to SKB, went below, took a support of SKA, and it has again started to come up. So now we have to think how to take this trade. Again, we are still, everything is looking good, everything is bullish, except our lines, Tinkinson and Kijinson, are still below the cloud. They should be ideally above the cloud. Correct? Let's see what's happening on 1 hour. Look at this. Would you have taken this trade on 1 hour? Who asked me question? Mahindra, this is for you. Would you have taken this trade? Can we still take this trade? Try to analyze. In order for Kiri Industries to be completely bullish, I would only initiate a trade above 600. My view, Mr. Saurav Samant is sharing, my view, Ichimoku with price action, it would be very useful, but we'll have to backtest to get clarity. Saurav, you're absolutely correct. And what I would like to say is that you add price action to any indicator, it will give you wonders, because price indicators, everything is arriving from price. Right? So you're arriving at a conclusion from indicator and then you're using price to take a trade. That's the best combination, right? But you're absolutely correct. Will 1 hour chart be good for momentum trading 2-4 days of holding? For 2 to 4 days of holding, 1 hour chart is absolutely perfect. That's what you should be using. I personally say don't go below 1 hour. 30 minutes will give you lots of choppiness. Okay? This is again one more stock I'm long in. Okay, I've been long in this stock somewhere around 178 level, somewhere around here. Yeah, right here. Somewhere around here is when I've been long. Look at this. It's only now that I was very well, everything was going good. Suddenly, forget the CK right here. Look what the price has done. Price has started slowly to consolidate and go down, causing CK to consolidate and eventually touch the price. Now I am in a very bad situation, very bad case. Why am I in very bad case? Even if price goes up, I'm still running into price. Even if price goes sideways, I'm still below price. Even if price goes down, I'm still below price. So in order for this ace construction to be successful, in which I'm long in, all I have to do is I know for sure that I will have to probably wait for 18 bars, 18 hours. So perhaps 3 to 4 days for price to consolidate and eventually see why am I choosing this period? So I'm choosing worst case scenario. Suppose even if price does not go up, even if it continues to consolidate, I'm looking for a place where it will run into price so that it's easier for price to simply make one small move and break all the barriers and be above price and be above cloud. Roger that, guys? Clear? Sir, for a good decision, can we backtest Ichimoku on desired time frame? Yes, that's what you should ideally do. Clear, guys? Any questions, queries, doubts? Can we set alerts for price when it comes out of the CK cloud or CK moves away from? Yes, you can definitely do that. Right, guys? You should do that, Narayan, right? With this, we'll end our session. If you guys don't have any more questions. So there will be no diversion in underlying trend in CK. In almost trading software, what are you saying? I'm not sure. There are too many. Sir, there will be no diversion in underlying trend in CK. Okay, I'm not sure what's the question. Trading journal parameters. Can you remind me that tomorrow? This first thing I'll take up, Nisant. Okay. We'll begin with that. Okay. I hope you guys enjoyed the session. Thanks a lot for spending your Saturday afternoon with me. I had enjoyed it. I hope you guys too enjoyed it. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Okay, Dheeraj? Right, guys? I'll take your leave. See you guys tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Bye. Thank you. I quickly enjoyed. I hope I was able to add some drops of water to your existing knowledge base. Right? Thank you.
Recording stopped.